Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. It is September 25th. We are here on the European Dead Zone. We are in Winding Cove down here in the south. And Zura's arrived. Tentacle Face is here. Also, the last word is off this week. My co-host is out of town, so we're just going to take a week off this week, but the podcast will return next week. And don't actually have a finalized time yet, but of course you guys know it will be Friday. So we will see you guys then, but let's see what Temple's got to offer. Alright, quick reminder, exotic engram, buy those, complete your exotic collections. If you don't have everything that comes from this, you'll get something new. If you do have everything, you get a piece of armor that might have a good stat roll. So, make sure you buy it. See what he's got. The good old game breaker, Telesto, has arrived. Now, if you are new to the game, this may mean absolutely nothing to you, but if you've been around a while, you know this gun has broken the game so many times. But it's still actually a pretty fun fusion rifle to use. The trait here is Unplanned Reprieve. Fusion projectiles attach and detonate with a delayed void blast. So the nice thing is the actual projectiles don't have damage drop-off. So if you hit somebody much farther away than, say, a normal fusion rifle would hit from, you're still going to get full damage because they attach and then explode. So it actually has some benefits. I've seen it used a lot in PvP. I don't know how prominent it is still in PvP, but it's definitely a thing. The other perk here is Harbinger's Pulse. Multi-kills with this weapon immediately reload your equipped kinetic and energy weapons from reserves. This is an energy weapon, so I guess you get both. So that is Telesto. If you don't have this for some reason, most likely the fact that you're new, buy it. Definitely always hold on to this thing. You never know when it's going to be good. For the hunters, we've got the Orpheus Rigs. Uncanny Arrows provides ability energy for each enemy tethered by deadfall anchors. Mobius Quiver has more shots. If you're a hunter and you're playing support role with your arrows in PvE at all, you pretty much want this on. You used to get like full super damage, like you could almost max your super out again, but it's still very effective to get at half, and especially if you're playing a support role as a hunter, you need to have this thing. Now the roll on this is 60. It's okay, as this is based mostly on your super, and intellect is 7. It could be better, but you've got 14 strength, 14 mobility, things that hunters seem to use a lot of. Recovery at 11. Overall, not a blow me away stat roll, but generally, you know, if you don't have a great roll on Orpheus Rig, buy him, throw him in your collection. You never know when you're going to need him in a raid or something like that. So, always good to have a pair of these no matter what you're doing. For the Titan today, we've got Citan's Ramparts. Perk here is Assault Barricade. You and your allies can shoot through your towering barricade, which has reduced health and duration. I'm going to be honest, this one's actually not bad. Now, the perk here is basically making your barricade to where you can shoot through it like a one-way barricade, which is actually quite beneficial. I don't know if this is going to be a game changer in any like Nightfall Strike or a PvP Trials match, because as you can see, it has reduced health. So, you know, if another team coordinates on it, it's going to go down fairly quickly. It's not going to stay up as long. But in a moment where if you need to put this up and shoot through it to kind of multitask like that, it can have some cool benefits to it. And it's also got 62 stats. We're looking at 18 intellect, 2 discipline, which is not amazing, but this one is related to your barricade, which is resilience. Resilience is 12, not bad. Recovery 13, and strength 11. Overall for a Titan, I've seen much worse stat rolls, so generally 62, those 4 categories, you can do a lot worse. So if you don't have Citan's Ramparts, for sure buy it, just because it's always good to complete your collection. And then secondly, of course, this actually isn't a horrible stat roll in 18 in intellect. Never a bad thing. So apparently we're just getting the ability recharge exotics today, because for the Warlocks, we've got the Lunafaction Boots. The Alchemical Etchings is the perk. Your Rifts gain the additional ability to increase weapon reload speeds. Empowering Rift makes weapons effective over longer ranges. So Lunafaction is going to help your Rifts and your Wells, so you're going to be more effective in all of those. And the nice thing is your Rifts gain an additional ability to increase weapon reload speed. Now, this used to basically break the game and continue and just like reload your weapons along with the rally barricade. They changed that when it was kind of breaking a bunch of stuff. So these are not quite as good as they used to be. They're still pretty good though. Fast reload speed, since they took away the instant reload, is still about as good as you're going to get. Also, weapons effective over a longer range. I've seen people do some fun boss killing methodologies with shotguns like on Callus. I don't know if it's really a big like deal there. Still not bad though. Perks on the other side, you've got 15 in mobility. I don't love that. You've got 14 in recovery, which is actually not too shabby. 23 in discipline and 7 in intellect. For one, it's 64 total. Never a bad thing to have stats that high. And two, Warlocks always seem to love their grenades. So if you're going to go grenade 23 discipline, that's pretty damn high. So overall, Lunafaction's not the best, not the worst, but at least you've got something in recovery for rifts, which is good for your Warlocks. So buy these. If you don't have them, check your roll if you already do. And that's basically it this week for Zur. As I said last week, we are taking a week off just because my co-host is out of town. I may be streaming later, just chatting with you guys, playing some Avengers, amongst other things. I've got a bunch of games in my backlog as well that I'm debating on playing on stream, just kind of in the remainder of downtime before we get going. There's some checkboxes that I do want to hit in Destiny, but overall, kind of want to maybe knock out one other game, so it's between like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I've never played Final Fantasy VII, period. I want to replay through Chrono Trigger at some point. Got a Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, which would be fun to play through. And then, of course, also, there's one I'm missing. Oh, yeah, Death Stranding. So if you guys have any thoughts about me playing through those on stream, want to come hang out and watch any of those, throw a comment below if you guys just want to say hello. Other than that, Destiny content will continue. We've got stuff to talk about. So thank you guys very much. I will see you soon. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube right here. It's Ebontis everywhere. If you haven't subbed before, hit that sub button, hit that alert bell, and I'll see you in the next one.